And she sneaks up to the tree, and a snake comes down and has a conversation. A snake! Now, if I see a snake, I'll back off. One starts talking, I'll crap myself.
Don't you love, as he's clearly an atheist, and he's spinning this story to show you how silly it really is. From the very outset, from the beginning to everything he's painting here, he's painting out why it's so ridiculous and unbelievable.
Her nose! Do you actually realize that if Eve had been ashamed of her nose, every woman in the world now would be ashamed of your noses? You'd all be sitting here tonight with little nose knickers on.
Oh my gosh.
Men would be in nightclubs watching totally naked ladies with G-strings on their nose.
That's the best part right there. G-strings on their noses. Want a sneak peek? Check it out. $20. Dave Allen, I am a practicing atheist. You recommended it, so thank you so much. I've never seen this. Look forward to hearing what he has to say. Seriously, appreciate everyone who's watching these reactions. Subscribe, check the bell, hit the like button, comment your favorite thing after this is done. I love to see you part of the community and continue to help us grow. Let's see what happens.
I am what you might call a practicing atheist. I'm quite happy to be an atheist because I think actually God likes atheists better. We never ask him for anything. We're not bothering him all the time saying, oh God, please help me, I'm a different mo. And as a practicing atheist, there's certain things that I travel around the world, and no matter where I go, somebody called Gideon leaves me this book to read. It's an Irish book because it says it all began at the beginning. There are certain things that, when I read the Bible, and I do read the Bible, that I find difficult to understand. I mean, if God has been there forever, what was he doing before he got to us?
This is actually a profound comment. So, of course, he's joking about Gideon Bibles, but you really have to, play in that sandbox for a second and think. Okay, all eternity, right? They always complain about eternal past, and then all of a sudden pops out a universe, right? Which they don't like, this idea that it never popped out universes, then all of a sudden pops out one. It's so unlikely. What are the odds that God, for all eternity past, what was happening? What did he do? What did it do? Interesting point.
I mean, what was he out there doing? Was he sitting there going, oh, today what'll I do? I mean, suddenly from nowhere, he suddenly decided to create a world. I'll make a world, that's what. Make a world. Yes, that's what I'll do. Rivers, seas, mountains. Oh. Boom! Everything is there. I want a garden. I'd like a nice garden. Quack! Gardening. Hate gardening. Here, God. Gardener, spit and dust. Adam. And Adam, never once says, where in the name of God did I come from? I mean, he's 40 years of age. He has no child, he has no recall. He doesn't say, how did I get here? But he's quite happy. He just kind of trundles around the garden, working away. And God is looking at him. And he sees that Adam is happy.
He sees that the Adam is happy. You know where this is going. Funny comment is, in the earlier Mesopotamian myths, that's what humans were made for, to become laborers for the gods. They literally worked and tilled the ground and helped with manual labor, just like Adam.
I didn't put him there to be happy. I'll put a stop to that. And God, during the night, sneaks down like a thief and steals, doesn't ask, doesn't request, steals it. His rib. And from his rib, he makes woman. And Adam wakes up in the morning, he's a real thickie. He's lying and anything. And there's somebody else, he doesn't say, where did you come from? How the hell did you get here? Where did you get those lumps?
Where did you get those lumps? Oh, gosh. He's pointing down in her privates.
Just goes out and goes gardening. And God comes down and has a conversation with Eve and tells her that she can eat of any fruit in the tree in the whole garden with the exception of one fruit tree. He's talking to a woman. He actually tells her not to eat of the fruit. And then when she said, which tree can't I eat? He said, that one over there. He points it out to her. And when he goes and hides, and she sneaks up to the tree, and a snake comes down and has a conversation. A snake. Now, if I see a snake, I'll back off. One starts talking, I'll crap myself.
Don't you love, as he's clearly an atheist, and he's spinning this story to show you how silly it really is. From the very outset, from the beginning to everything he's painting here, he's painting out why it's so ridiculous and unbelievable. And I think that's what the genius in this comedy is. So even if the people laughing in the audience are believers, they can laugh at it and not realize what this guy's doing.
And the snake actually convinces her to eat the apple. And she eats the apple. And when she eats the apple, she learns shame. That's what happens when you eat apples. Now, she's not ashamed that she's disobeyed God or that she's eaten the apple. She's ashamed of one part of her body. That's all. She becomes ashamed of that area of the body. Now, why that area? Why not her elbow?
This is a profound question based on Genesis mythology. It sounds like something sexual is happening here. Something to do with sex is clearly easily implied based on this narrative, and the fact that she now is going to have childbirth and pain. That's the curse, right? So it's like, oh, snap. So something's going on here, and if you go far enough back, you see a lot of fertility goddesses. You see a lot of fertility related to serpents. So maybe there's something to this. Just saying.
Her nose. Do you actually realize that if Eve had been ashamed of her nose, every woman in the world now would be ashamed of your noses? You'd all be sitting here tonight with little nose knickers on.
Oh my gosh.
Men would be in nightclubs watching totally naked ladies with G-strings on their nose.
That's the best part right there. G-strings on their noses. Want a sneak peek? Check it out. $20.
Take them off. Oh, I saw a nose. And this is the book. This is the book that you'll go into court and place your hand upon.
Wow.
And swear to tell the truth, the whole truth.
I'd swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth on a book that talks about a God who creates the world and bloop, blop, blip by saying stuff. Things come into existence. The sun doesn't even exist till day 4. You got problems, right? Lots of problems with understanding the chronology or even the clear written myth that we find about the order of things in the cosmos. But even more so, when it talks about the firmament, all that kind of stuff, once you get to the garden, he really nails that and makes a funny out of it. And then at the end of the day, once you hear a serpent talking and a man, going to sleep and God taking the rib because man only existed with animals and women didn't exist yet and all that, they're telling you to put your hand on this book, the Holy Bible, and swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. So help you God. That's a fascinating comedy there. Because at the end of the day, Is this really telling you the truth? Probably not. So anyway, not probably, but we clearly have this down pretty well, that we're dealing with fiction here, ladies and gentlemen. Mythology. That doesn't mean that there isn't some value in the narratives and all that kind of stuff. Jordan Peterson. But at the end of the day, you know, I enjoyed these myths, but knowing that they're myths. And if you asked me a question, did they happen? Hell to the nah. Know what I mean? So check it out. Do me a favor. If you enjoy these reactions and you want to be like in the community, join this kind of thing, subscribe and hit the bell. 92% of people watching haven't done so. And also comment. Tell me, what did you like? What is there anything else that I'm missing? Any other, reactions that are good, fun reactions that I should be reacting to? Let me know. Be part of this community. Like the video. YouTube's looking for you to check that bell when you subscribe, comment on the videos, like the videos. That engagement, if you like a channel, do it. I promise you, it takes us to the moon. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here. Share it out if you can, and until next time, don't put your hands on no Bibles. See you then.